name is Janice Bewley, formerly Janice Bell, and I'd like to speak with you tonight regarding the epidemic of domestic violence in the United States of America. The United States Justice Department reports 960,000 incidents every year of domestic violence between intimate partners or spouses. And in 1998, a survey of women's health indicated 3 million women were abused by their spouse or intimate partner. A 2009 publication by the U.S. Department of Human Services indicates that abuse is up to as much as 60% in all of American households. This translates into about 10 million children per year who are affected by domestic violence. And the purpose of this presentation is to impress upon you the epidemic of domestic violence in the United States today, the residual effects that domestic violence can have on children who are exposed to it, and the opportunities in prevention and helping those affected by domestic violence. The statistics are astronomical, the danger of domestic violence in American homes today. A 2003 report by the Bureau of Justice reports that every day in the United States, 3 women and 1 man is murdered by their spouse or intimate partner. And then the cost of domestic violence in the United States exceeds $5.8 billion per year, with $4.1 billion going to provide health services or medical treatment. And then Strauss, Giles, and Smith in 1990 reported that 50% of the men who abuse their wives also abuse their children. And Dr. Leonard Schengold, a clinical professor at New York University Medical School, suggests that childhood trauma not only may damage the body, but also damages the emotions and the soul. He calls it soul murder. And that could translate into emotional deprivation, mental torture, physical or sexual abuse. The Child Information Gateway system states that children who have experienced problems with domestic violence, just being exposed to it can be an experience, and they can express in a variety of ways their emotions such as anger, aggression, anxiety, depression, disobedience, fear, or withdrawal. Secondarily, the exposure to domestic violence can lead to lasting effects, such as poor attendance in school, poor performance in school, low self-esteem, and the lack of necessary skills for conflict resolution or problem solving. Unfortunately, unless resolved as a child, unless they seek care and help, this can last into adulthood and translates into adult depression. It translates also into tolerance for domestic violence or becoming an abuser themselves. So the first opportunity to assist in prevention is to get involved. If you suspect domestic violence, let the victim know that you care, whether it's a child or an adult, and that you see what is happening. Lack of interest to become involved was displayed on June 10th, 2013, when celebrity chef Nigella Lawson was choked publicly in a restaurant by her husband, Charles Saatchi, and no one came to her assistance. Saatchi did accept a warning from the police for common assault, making the matter of public record, even though Ms. Lawson did not file a complaint. Secondly, how can one differentiate between discipline or child abuse? Dr. Phil says that if you see an adult shaking a child or striking a child with a closed fist or taking out frustration on a child physically, then you need to get involved and be willing to say something. Finally, since 1981, the first day of October was called the Day of Unity, which then translated into a month of awareness, and October is National Domestic Violence Awareness Month for the United States. In summary, domestic violence has reached epidemic proportions in the United States. There are many long-term effects for children witnessing or experiencing domestic violence in the home. And I implore all people to make a commitment to take action at least once a year to help prevent domestic violence. A small action in the month of October can mean to volunteer, to donate. Even volunteering a cell phone will help with the fight against domestic violence. In Psalm 82, verse 4, the prophet Asaph said, "Rescue the poor and helpless, deliver them from the grasp of evil people." The most important thing that you can do on a day-to-day basis as a fight against domestic violence is to say something if you see something. Thank you very much.